Hello and welcome back to another video on SW Fight Hub. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 fights to make in boxing today. These fights are not booked as of yet. There are fights that obviously are due to happen, such as Beterbiev and Bivol, that would have made the list had there hadn't been. But these fights are not booked, not scheduled, probably haven't been talked about, a lot of them. But we'll get straight into it at number 5 for me. That is Bud Crawford versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Now, Bud's fighting Madrimov at 154 pounds. Jaron Ennis just came off a big win against David Avanesian last weekend. Obviously, Bud's fighting at 54. Ennis has got business to attend to at 147. But I've no doubt whatsoever Jaron Ennis is going to be moving up to 154 pounds at some point. You know, there's been talks of Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. But for me, I want to see him fight fights around more of his natural weight. Well, I say his natural weight. He's actually not even a natural 54 at all. He's more natural 140, 147. But yes, for me, what a fight that will be. And hopefully we do get it down the line. I'm sure with Turkey Al-Sheikh's involvement with Crawford, he will definitely put the money up after what we saw last weekend. So in at number 5, Boots versus Bud Crawford for me. Number 4, we're going to go to the lighter weights, featherweight. I'm going to put this one at Naho Inoue versus Nick the Wrecking Ball. Now, you know, this matchup hasn't been spoke about too much, but Inoue is going to defend against TJ Dehenny. He's undisputed honors at 122 pounds. He's then probably going to fight Sam Goodman, who's one of his mandatories. But hopefully he goes up to 126 after that. You know, if the champion's at 126, I just think stylistically, Inoue and Nick Ball would be absolutely phenomenal. You know, look at Ball's volume punching against Ray Ford in his last fight. You know, it's unbelievable. Nick Ball just brings so much action. Inoue, you know, is one of the best fighters in the world to watch today. Absolutely love watching him. I just think that match would be complete fireworks. Let me know in the comments about that one, guys. I think it'd be phenomenal. After that, one that's been on everyone's lips fairly recently, it's Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. You know, Shakur's been creating a lot of headlines for making people walk out in Newark in his hometown last time out. I can guarantee you no one will be walking out of a Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis fight, that's for sure. You know, Tank, a notorious slow starter, you know, tends to knock people out a bit later in the fight, you know, after he's worked things out or downloaded the data, as the fans like to say these days. But stylistically, just an absolutely phenomenal matchup, Tank versus Shakur, and a fight that I guess, you know, has to happen as well. Looks like Tank will fight Loma next, but after that, would love to see that fight happen. Next, we're going to go to super middleweight. You know, Canelo Alvarez, obviously undisputed champion currently. You know, 2 Mexicans. You know, we need to see Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez fight. You know, that is a fight. It makes such sense. You know, Cinco de Mayo, 2 Mexicans. You know, it needs to happen at some point. You know, both are on a different path right now. Potentially Canelo fighting Berlanga or Eubank Jr. next. Benavidez fought Vosdick in his last fight at 175 pounds. But, you know, for the fans, that one has to happen. We need to see who's the best Mexican super middleweight out there right now. It'll draw huge, huge numbers. And no surprise to everybody, the coming in at number 1 spot, one for the UK fight fans, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Turkey Al-Sheikh's saying he's trying to make this for the first quarter of 2025. Obviously, what they want to happen is AJ to be IBF champion, Fury to beat Usyk in the rematch and have it for undisputed. I personally don't think that will happen. However, I do think the fight will happen. We'll finally see who gets the bragging rights between Fury and Usyk, Fury and AJ, should I say, sorry. I think that will happen probably in Saudi Arabia next year, regardless of if AJ loses or Fury loses. I think either way, if one wins, one loses, both win, both lose, you know, I think we're going to get that fight in the first half of next year. So yeah, that's my top 5, guys. Please get involved in the comments. Let me know what are your top 5 fights that you would like to see in boxing that aren't currently scheduled. Thank you, as always, guys, for watching the video.